seized the box and threw it into the garbage hole in their backyard. But as the box crashed to the ground, it burst open, spilling out its contents. A book caught Petra's eye, The Almost Forgotten Day, by evangelist Mark Finley. He secretly fished the book and two Adventist World magazine out of the garbage. The next morning, he took the book and magazine with him to the field. But he couldn't concentrate on his work. He worked till 10 a.m. and then read the book and magazine for the rest of the day. The same thing happened the next day. He compared the Bible verse in the publication with the verses in his Bible. He studied the material for 8 months. I noticed that what was written there was actually also in the Bible. Petra said, I kept studying and I was impressed with what I learned about the Sabbath. After understood that Saturday was the biblical Sabbath, he began to preach about the Sabbath in his church. Why don't we worship on Saturday? He asked. If we don't follow what the Bible says, then why do we have the Bible? After the sermon started, church members approached him. No one has preached like this in a long time, said one. Maybe you want to bring is a new doctrine, said another. Petrus Harriet thought that he was introducing Adventist teaching on the church. He understood the biblical truth, and he was only trying to preach what he had learned. Eventually, he decided to worship on Saturday. When Petra's older sister heard about his conviction, she suggested that he join the Seventh-day Adventist Church. She had heard about the church from her daughter, who had studied at the Adventist-owned university's club on another island. Sometimes later, Petrus invited several visiting Adventist pastors to worship at his church. His church members, however, attacked by the building with stones while the pastors were inside, and Petrus had to whisk them out of the village of safety. The villagers were waiting for Petrus with sticks when he returned, but he somehow managed to evade them and leave the village. He decided to baptize into the Adventist church. Petrus took his family to Monedo, a city near university's club, and was baptized during an evangelistic series there. When he and his family returned home, they found their house occupied by other people. They moved to a small hut in their field and lived there for 2 months. Petrus' 2 other children, boys aged 13 and 17, also were baptized during that time. But the villagers forbade the family from worshiping on Sabbath, so they moved to Monedo to deepen their understanding of the Bible. 2 years later, they returned home and renewed their friendship with the villagers. The villagers' attitude toward the Adventist family changed. The mingled in the community and shared. Petrus said, he started with my relatives in 3 years. We had 27 baptized members and organized a church. Today, Petrus is 15 years old. Today, Petrus is 15 and served as such elder. He led the first evangelistic series in the village in September 2017, and 3 people were baptized. The villagers, starting with me, persecuted Adventists at first, he said, but today 8 families worship together every Sabbath. Thank you.